We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Well, it was the Charlotte Hornets winning their last game against Chicago. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's AI. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Lamb in at the 2. Settling into the new season outdoors, some teams really finding that groove and their rhythm. Talk about what they can do to maintain that. Sometimes it's easier to get there, but then to maintain it becomes the real chore.
Right, and that's where coaching comes into play. Guys trying to pull the right string, play the right notes with their teams. And obviously, one of the most important things you can have on a night-by-night basis is energy, consistent energy on the defensive end. If you stay in the moment, you focus on the next play. I know 82 games can be a grind, Kev, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it becomes much more manageable.
Good idea. Clock at 4. From deep. They get a hand on it. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. Now, they are 0-2 so far against this team this season. I asked him what they have to do to flip the script. He said, well, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. We have to be more effective against their shot blockers. Maybe it's crashing the glass. Maybe it's better looks on the perimeter. But we have to figure it out. Back to you, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, I agree, because I don't think anything's coming easy for them tonight. They know it's almost impossible to score in bunches against this team. You've got to grind it out.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now, here's AI. He's covered closely. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Trying to get open is Thompson, and he gets it back. Here's Osman, defended by Bridges, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job by Thompson. Really a perfect pick-and-roll man who's very skilled at diving to the cup.
AI with the bucket.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Now, here's Clarkson. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Love looking around. Sexton, it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Four on the shot clock. Clarkson kicks to Love. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, this is what Kevin Love can do for you. With a hand in his face, he still has the kind of confidence necessary to make that shot.
AI left side. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the 3.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Hornets trail by 3. Down low, and stolen by Sexton. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket. Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
The Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Pass to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
It's hard hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
And obviously makes him very difficult to defend because he can fly right over you.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Clarkson finds Thompson. Now, here's Clarkson. Covered by Lamb. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for... And here are the Cavaliers now. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
You know, sometimes it's about gang rebounding, making sure everyone's in on the responsibility to board it. Let's see if it's more of a group effort tonight.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Bridges. Then it's AI. And it's Bacon in at the 2. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the miss from AI.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he did.
Sinks the triple.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Sexton dishes to Nance. Sexton with it. Looking on AI. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
Now Clarkson after the missed 3 from AI. And he recovers it. They recover it. In love with the second chance points. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now, here's AI. Defense is right there. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Now, here's Clarkson. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Sexton. The lead is 2. From 10 feet out, and it falls over the rim and in. Sexton's got 9. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's AI. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. 1, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Cavaliers leading. Here's Magruder. The 9-foot shot. That one, no good. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Now, here's Sexton. 9 points in the game so far. Love kicks to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Back to Love. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Biyombo, the pass to AI. And he banks in the layup. AI's got 10 points in the quarter. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Sexton dishes to Love. Pass to Sexton. From the baseline. They get the rebound. Nance. And it goes down 2 points. Nance has got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Here's AI. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And Nance kicks to Sexton for 3. That one doesn't go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Now AI. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Cleveland.
And when you're riding on the upper end of the conference like these guys are, you usually have an excellent distribution of how and where you get your points. And these guys have a very effective offense, getting it done inside, outside, and from mid-range as well.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Cleveland. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Now the pass to Sexton. Lets it go with a 3. That falls. Big assist by Love. And that's 12 points for Colin Sexton.
And, Kevin, what you love about this is there's an unselfish nature to Kevin Love's game, and I believe that's contagious.
Nailed from three-point land.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Bulls was tremendous. He had 52 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Charlotte calls timeout. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Rodney McGruder. The Hornets also with a sub. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Hornets leading by 3. AI outside. He kicks it to Bridges. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Thompson with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Clarkson. It's tipped. They get it back. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Passes to Adams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
In the corner, it's Plumlee. Sexton with it. He's got 12. Shot's good by Clarkson.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Charlotte in the lead. Here's AI. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now, here's AI. Here's the lob to Adams, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the paint, here's Thompson. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Hernangomez. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And here's Love for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Hornets leading by 5. No one near him. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He simply got to make that shot.
Thompson against Adams. Here's Clarkson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
Playing in a crowd is nothing unfamiliar to Steven Adams. In fact, I think he enjoys it.
Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Lamb. Sexton's shot is good. Charlotte is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's AI. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. And then for Charlotte, Jermichael Green. He's checked in for Hernangomez. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Bridges. And Parker's subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And AI throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After the basket by Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson with the ball. Working on AI. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Sexton, covered by Parker. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. They double him with Green. To the inside, Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
For Cleveland, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. 1:12 left in the first half. Over in the corner, Osman. And the 3 off target. Charlotte leading by 9. AI outside. That's tipped. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to AI. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Puts it up from 15. Second chance shot. The Cavaliers pull it in. Clarkson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to Plumlee. Back to Clarkson. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
AI dishes to Adams. There's Parker with the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Really an incredible game from AI.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Sexton. And it's Osman in at the small forward position. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Sexton kicks to Thompson to the left side wing. And Cleveland turns it over again. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. You look at AI, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Now Sexton after the missed 3 from AI. Out to Thompson. Pass to Sexton. And AI comes to help. With the teardrop, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
To the paint. And the dunk by Love.
Oh, guys, Kevin Love with the power finish there.
Hornets leading by 12. AI outside. They double him with Love. Here's Lamb. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lamb's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Cavaliers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the pass to Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's 17 points for Colin Sexton.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep. A shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
AI passes to Kid Gilchrist. That one good for 2. And the Hornets lead by 14.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Now here's Love. 8 points for him. But they get it back. And Thompson kicks to Osman. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Clarkson. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the basket is good. Adams has got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league. They taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin? I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Now, here's Sexton. 17 points in the game. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Over Kid Gilchrist. Off the left rim and out.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, They are looking really good right now.
Well, there's no doubt this quarter has been all about them. They've come out hot, and they're not showing any signs of letting up. Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Cleveland. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They grab their own miss. Goes back up. That shot off.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Sunday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
AI outside. Inside. Got a piece of it. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Love. He's got 8. And here's Clarkson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Henson's checked in for Thompson. Hance comes in for Kevin Love. And Rodney Magruder's subbed in for Jetty Osman.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Knocks it loose. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Here's AI. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Tony Parker's checked in for Lamb. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Farrell's checked in for Cleveland. Nance finds Henson. Now, here's Sexton. 17 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Farrell. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
Here's Charlotte. They're on an 18-7 run. AI up top. He's got 36. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Back to AI. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In a moment now to see some numbers for AI. 20 assists, and with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Plumlee is checked in for Farrell. Now, here's Sexton. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Back to Magruder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Magruder's got 5.
And you can bet they weren't expecting that kind of a flashy move out of him, but that spin worked to perfection.
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this game. The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
And here's Sexton, following the 3 from AI. Sexton, the pass to Plumlee. Left side, Nance. Over AI. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Count the basket.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Sexton kicks to Henson. Magruder passes to Henson. Got it. Good job in the low post. He has 6.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Took him no time at all on that one.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 17. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now, here's Sexton, covered by Parker. Now Sexton passes it to Magruder. Shot clock at 6. Here's Plumlee. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
AI right side. The 17-footer. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. Kid Gilchrist against Plumlee. Feeds to Sexton. Back to Plumlee. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Nance, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
AI outside. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Over Plumlee. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. Well, Cleveland shooting around 44% in this third quarter. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. Second chance shot, and Henson sends it back. AI outside. Goes up again. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Magruder. He's got 5. Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Second, the Cavaliers.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Charlotte also making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jermichael Green comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Bacon subbed in for Kid Gilchrist. Hands it from downtown. AI's got 49 points in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Knocks down the 10-footer. Sexton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Here's AI. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
The Hornets shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Parker, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Sexton kicks to Magruder. The shot's good from Henson. Henson's got 8 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
AI left side. Puts it up from 15. And that one goes long.
Well, they know not to leave him open for mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the...
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Osman, the pass to Clarkson. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. It just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Marvin Williams is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then it's AI. And it's Bacon in at the 3. AI outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kevin Love. The Hornets also with the sub. Bridges, he's checked in for Lamb. Here's AI. That shot, no good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by AI. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those 3 stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they were together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. Success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Hornets. And a wide open look for AI. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. AI's got 55. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Clarkson kicks to Osman. To the middle, pass to Dellavedova. Here's Osman, defended by Bridges. Back to Dellavedova, takes the 3. Good on the triple.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
And that one drops for him.
And you just got to love the way he moves the ball. Very unselfish.
I tell you, he's looking to set up his guys as much as possible, and you can tell his teammates really appreciate it.
Dishes it to Clarkson. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night-in, night-out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
AI, good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. Here's Magruder, covered by Parker. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game, they got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
And it's Magruder missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the 3-ball nowadays in the NBA, and when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
Here's Dellavedova. No good, unable to end this run.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Here's AI. And the 3 off target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's Osman missing.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Here's AI. Bangs home the trifecta.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
1:21 left in the fourth. Count that one. And that's 10 points for Henson.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
Connects again from distance.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Well, it's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
And he gets it to go.
That's not a bad plan of action right there, guys. Attack the defense in the paint.
From deep three-point range, and again for three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
They get a hand on it. There's the dish to Biyombo. Here's AI. And another three for Charlotte. 29 seconds left in the game. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by AI. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Magruder, covered by Lamb. And that one hits back iron. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans